live in the 105 at the beautiful SoFi Stadium in Inglewood. Set for a start, it's Dicker the kicker. Cameron Dicker with a run-up, and off we go from SoFi Stadium. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll run it. Here's the rookie from Oregon. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards on the gain. A great start for this offense. Good job there. Pretty simple. The hole was created. Runner just darted right through.
Yeah, that's the kind of play teams are looking for to have some success early in a ball game. And if you're an offensive play caller, you mark that run down. Make sure you keep coming back to it throughout the game until they stop it.
On 1st and 10, here's Irving. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And he's brought to the ground with another 1st down at the Chargers' 32-yard line. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here on this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on 1st down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Mayfield now. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over it that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Mayfield off the play fake. Airing this one out for Evans. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans. 32 yards. And the Bucs will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. The Bucs ready for the kickoff. And here we go. It's in the air. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line. On the run, this is J.K. Dobbins. Up past the 30, 2nd down coming up. 2nd down and 6 now.
A gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the 1st drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
And he's able to get across midfield and down into Buccaneer territory.
A 3-yard pickup.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up third down. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Back to throw here, Herbert. Short throw to Disley. Call it a gain of 3 on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Charger football to start quarter number 2 as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. They snap it to Herbert. Pass taken in by his big tight end. He's got room to roam. And finally down at the 9-yard line. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
That's good power football on first and goal. A lot of teams will throw from there, but that's a nice job to chew up a few more yards and get yourself closer to the goal line.
One more time with Dobbins. He gets him a little bit closer. He takes it from the 6 inside the 5 to the 4. Big play coming here. It's third and goal. Here's Herbert. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Will Disley from 4 yards out. And the Chargers are an extra point away now from tying this ball game. No surprise there, third and goal down here. That's where they're going to look for their tight end.
Yeah, you want that big guy running his routes because it doesn't matter who they cover him with. If it's another big guy, he might use his bulk against him. If it's a shorter defender, might go over the top. Either way, you tend to find a little bit of a mismatch in that area.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession.
So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent offer a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that when halftime rolls around, Jonathan Coachman will have all the highlights and analysis of this first half of play from our studios in Orlando. Play fake. Mayfield. Oh, and that is incomplete.
Oh, that's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up. Converged on his man and broke the play up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Baker going to give it to Irving. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and the punt team will now come out on fourth down.
Well, they got off the field on third down. An excellent job, an excellent defensive series. We always talk about adjustments, and usually only at halftime. But the best teams adjust series to series. And on that series, they adjusted so well that they got the job done in fine style.
Here comes the Buccaneers punter now.
Back deep for L.A. is Darius Davis.
Pulled in at the 24. A big boot that time. 57 yards the official distance. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Here's Herbert.
They set up the screen for Dobbins.
And just shutting him off there. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Herbert now.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Following the interception, Mayfield. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece, 7-7 our score.
And it's a pretty good return here, so he'll get this up to the 29.
The Charger drive about to get going.
It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic, no need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
And the Chargers first down.
On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins.
And some room to run now. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first. Now the pressure gets there, and he goes down just inside the 20 at the 19. After the sack, here's 2nd and 11.
Dobbins running out of the gun.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Will Dissly, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game.
And the Chargers have taken the lead as they go right down the field and score on the opening drive of the second half. Extra point try now from Dicker.
And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. Looking for Shepard deep. That's going to be knocked away and in.
I'm going to tell you this right now. That's not going to work.
This isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
And he'll be hit as he releases
Wasting your time, man.
And now fall incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
That is caught, and he's brought to the ground with another first.
Wasting your time, stay up.
36. A good pick up there of 20 yards.
Oh, and that was a big-time hit right there. And receivers understand when they run into the danger zone, that's the expectation. Really good job of catching the football, holding on, despite the discouraging type of the hit.
And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
Once again, it's Irving. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll, in fact, tackle him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. And for Mayfield, this could be a free play. Looking for Evans, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Deion Henry. And the Chargers are right back in this football game. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. Under 4 to go now as they come up on second down. Mayfield looks to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. First target, first catch, and a first down.
This defense has certainly had an outstanding second half, haven't they? I know they just gave up a first down there, and for the offense, they're hoping that that's something they can jumpstart with and maybe start to move the ball a little bit better. But it's been tough sledding for them here the entire.
And he holds it in for the Buccaneer touchdown. Sterling Shepard, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Bucs are an extra point away from tying this game here in the fourth. And we are set up for a fantastic finish now. A fourth quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the fourth as the kick's away. And they'll start this drive just across the 30. Pretty nice work on the return. The Charger drive about to get going. They no longer have the lead after that last touchdown, all tied up in the fourth quarter, and a chance for this offense to mount a potential game-winning drive right here. And that's going to be good for a Chargers first down as the tackle made it about the 43-yard line. Right back to Dobbins on first. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Another run here with Dobbins. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes second down. Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Jamel Dean. And the Buccaneers are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now. This is second and long. They run out of the gun with Irving.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. So from second and long, now we go to third and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in four-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
That's quite a spot there for his first carry of the game, but obviously they had plenty of faith in him, didn't they?
No question about it. And here, why not go with the fresh legs? Able to push forward, pick up that first.
They go right back to White here on first down. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. All three timeouts still at their disposal. Here's first and 10 now. Going right side is White.
And he's going to get across midfield and into Charger territory.
Here comes second down at 5.
They'll try the right side here with White. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
Here now, third down. Mayfield. Oh, look at this. It's intercepted. Derwin James with a pick. And the Chargers will have the football as this is taken up past the 30. Well, we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Major used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining.
Now second down and a few inches. Throwing, Herbert.
Rolling to his left. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Chargers going to use their third and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And this one is right down the middle. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds.
Well, no field goal attempts for him until the final quarter, but no hesitation on his end. He comes right out and nails his first field goal try.
I give him a lot of credit, too, because he stood there the entire ball game but has managed to stay with it both mentally and physically. When they called on him, he was ready, and he knocked it through the posts.
Here's 1st and 10.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And able to get this one
Okay.
across the 45 before he's brought down.
A fun, close ball game comes to an end. On that last play, Charles, they were on the wrong side of midfield.